Let's give this a shot. Alright, everything's set on very high right now. Hopefully that'll run fine. Subtitles. Turn this down a little bit. It's a little loud for still. Alright, so don't know anything about this game.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations.
But
A trip of 10
from what
short
I've
years
seen,
will feel like
it seems like it's supposed to be
minutes,
like
thanks to the comfort
Fallout in
and safety
space,
of your
kind of.
very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only
Yeah,
a
no, I'm
minor
pretty
term
big
of
fan of
service,
Fallout.
you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of
Played,
this world
Fallout
to
3.
the Halcyon colony.
I want to play New Vegas and Fallout 4, even though I heard Fallout 4 was kind of whatever. But I like this intro though. Alright, who's this dude? Phineas? Peter Doom. Okay.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever,
Asleep.
just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
We gonna wake him up? Okay. So what are these? Strength, defense, melee weapon damage, amount you can carry. Speed and range weapon, reload speed. Hit bonus.
Ooh, you look better than my anatomy chart. At least you don't have rickets. Yet.
So melee damage, carry capacity, attack and reload speed, damage, spot damage. Health regen. do this. Yeah, let's run this. This is good enough. Available. Sorry, 50 to 15 skills.
A gunslinger. Oh, they're going to tell stories about you from here to Hephaestus.
So melee, credit chance, handheld weapons. Weapon stray. Damage. Only have 2 points. Inspiration, determination. Let's do I don't like these two.
Subtle and discreet. Exactly what I need.
Let's run that. Career aptitude. Beverage, drink it. This one block. Suede. Shock damage. I don't know what engineering is. Dodge. In-ray damage. Food effect. Version. Inspiration. Might go with science assistant.
Your
Let's run this.
career was on the rise.
Let's go +1 engineering. Uh-oh. Those are all the customization options. Yeah, some of these faces kind of. So like. I don't see anything changing. Oh, vertical. Okay. Alright, yeah, we'll run with this. And go the Rock the Wolverine chops. Oh, dirt. Dang, we got Joker scars? Age. Alright, it's good enough.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Alright, let's go, Phineas. Let's go and dip out.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Let's go. Tier 2 orbit laboratory. I like how this game looks so far.
Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 11%. If drive is
Shit.
inoperable.
This game looks really good. Blocking the subtitles, am I?
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take.
70.
Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
So am I leaving the vault? Leaving vault 76? Where is it?
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
I like how this game looks, but I don't know. Field of view looks a little too zoomed in. Or maybe that's just motion blur? I don't know. Gonna jump. Sprint. Got some No Man's Sky looking critters. Feels a little choppy. Let's cap this at 60. And we can lower this maybe a little bit. Yeah. What was this? Yeah, that feels better. Sneaking use tall grass, rocks, and other sneak past enemies and sneak on them. Okay. These are in his heads.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
What did that say? Sprat. Alright, so you take fall damage. Good to know.
Hey, you, come here.
What you want? You got any loot? No loot?
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
Can I do this?
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
Spacer's choice.
We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing,
Was that too old for him to know
I'm
about
not
it?
allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
Was it 70 years ago?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a
Okay.
Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down.
Spacer's choice.
Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
No, it didn't let me ask him what Spacer's choice was. Okay. 102 shots. No, it's supposed to shoot.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Tactical time dilation. T button. This will move very slowly while moving to the fast. Okay, your time. Q. Okay. Alright, how do I handle? What you got? It's inventory. Four weapons equipped at a time, general slots. Okay. Alright. I'll be back again. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Let's see what we got. What's this? Sentry Saber. Melee damage. Bleed. DPS. Sell value. Weight. Okay. So it looks like your weapons break in this game. Light ammo. Why? Okay. Armor management. Armor. Movables. Inhaler. Motion pill. Nice. I'm just picking up everything. I don't know what any of this is. Tag and picking logs. Mag picks or logs, backpack. Okay. Let's come and stab. So there's 36. Should we do one? Wait, what is... Oh, got it. So there is the health bar. I still need to... I don't know how to tell when he's attacking me. Let me see if I can try to... Is there any stealth kill? Sort of assassinate or something? Oh. Ow. Forget, how do I heal? What do you have? Nothing? Damn, dude, fell apart. Yeah. Okay, so these all have added effects. And, okay, yeah, so I have natural health regen, that's nice. Yeah, this game looks really nice. I like how it looks. Okay. They seem like
Hey!
friendlies.
Get over here before you get yourself killed! Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Of course I am. I'm a superior officer. Stands to reason, don't it? Just you watch. I'll cross these marauders off with a swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense.
Yeah, I think this is kind of like it's like a
Need a couple
Fallout
of
in
winks
space,
to
I
catch my
think.
breath. Stretch my legs some.
But so far I'm liking it. I'm only maybe like 20 minutes in. You have a lot of options: persuade, lie, intimidate.
Seriously? But those marauders will... Ugh. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Alright, let's go. Let's fuck them up. Give me the loot. What is this? Is that Red 13?
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
What's this? Welcome aboard Apex Transport. Reliable.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities.
I need 2. Alright, let's see what else is in here first.
All doors are on security lockdown. Nice try, Marauder.
What do you call a marauder?
Marauder, please be informed the ship has no crew for you to murder.
Kind of murder? I'm looking for loot.
Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
Alright. Yeah, looks like all these doors are locked.
Intruders are not authorized to access the Unreliable's
Workbench.
amenities, including the cargo hold's workbench.
Tossball stick. What's that? Shotgun. Repair, upgrade, modify weapons and armor. The weapon, armor you want to work on, choose. Repair, bring it for parts, modify. Cool. Alright. Can't do anything.
Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. Jettison procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Prepare to eject all boarding parties in 5,
What?
4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Cool. We got a ship. And we leveled up. Yes. Is your health, key points? Oh. Can we level up? So for melee, improves all specialized skills. Okay. $10 points. Okay. Wait, is it 10 points for the steals and the perks? No, let's just do this for now. Select perks. One perk selection. Perk points. Points for one perk. Okay. Do base health. I think I'll remember this one. Sure, why not? Oh, did I not do this? Repair. Yeah.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship.
It is
and
now.
if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Never mind, it ain't mine.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
I like these dialogue options too. Codex. Who's crouching? Hunger. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that. Deep dodge. So having to eat and sleep is only for supernova. Destructible hazards. Fast travel. Loot. in rain. These science windows. Okay. Oh, can you fail quests? Oh. Apple sneak effect, extra damage, enemy higher. Sneak skill, and bonus damage. Probably could have played that a little better. But there's sneak on the first guy. Where did you are? Mining helmet. Come on, I get it. Try to use this more often. It's kind of like this game's version of bats.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. You talk too pretty for a marauder. Most of them just grunt and yell. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? 4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Landing pad.
Yeah? The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking? All right, easy now. No need to get your hackles up. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you. Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about hope this and colony that, but you need to stop, or there's gonna be trouble.
So people don't talk about the hope here.
Something I can do for you? Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road.
So what's left to do at the cannery?
Huh? What? I wasn't dozing off.
Huh? What? I wasn't dozing off.
Edgewater.
They start asking you for some medicine, come tell me. I'll set them straight. Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me. Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk. Figured it was obvious. I got sick. Couldn't get better on my own. Got moved here for everyone's sake. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got. It's not the plague you gotta worry about catching. It's my attitude. Company always tells us, weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work. I'm glad you see things my way, and not for nothing. But I appreciate you giving me the time of day. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
Keyboard keeps going out on me. These things are everywhere. I have? I can sleep?
What was that? Put him down! Just gonna neutralize! Time to collect a fine bounty. Take him down! Waste of company ammo!
No, don't really care. Which is sell. Just gonna yoink. I don't know what stealing does in this game.
Heard something outside the walls today.
Nothing for us outside those walls. You ought to know that.
You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk had...
I don't know you. Amelia Kim, Spacer's Choice Beverage Dispenser. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here. Nah, I'm contractually obligated to serve you. Just not gonna be too happy about it. If you're gonna have a drink, I'd like to ask that you do it within the premises. Can't have you taking drinks over to those deserters. Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you? Do you now? And what makes you think Mr. Thompson wants to talk to you? He's a busy man. You want to talk to Mr. Thompson, try ignoring your duties. He'll summon you up to that great big tower atop the cannery, and you'll get yourself a proper dressing down. Go ahead. I don't see how that's any of your business. And there's no need for you to pry either. Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum. Look, I don't know what you're blathering about. If you took a blow to your skull, you really should settle down with some 0G. Anyhow, whatever happens outside the walls is not my business. Only deserters and marauders wander out there, and I cannot tell you which I revile more. My world is these four walls, that door, and a row of mugs that need cleaning. Let me make something clear. Spacer's Choice has been real good to me. The town's been real good to me. I start gallivanting around outside the walls, poking around in places I shouldn't be, learning things I've got no right to know. People will talk. Won't ever catch me asking about the world outside. Else the town's gonna say Amelia's gone soft. That Amelia's pondering desertion. I don't want that. And be satisfied with our lot in life. I've said enough. People come here to drink their problems away. If they wanted to face their problems, they'd go see our vicar.
We're gonna have to switch out this keyboard again. Store.
You think corporate's ever gonna visit?
I'm not holding out hope.
Sus.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you around here too often.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town? Mechanical tomfoolery is well out of my purview. I suggest you take such matters to Mr. Thompson in the cannery. Oh, and a word of warning. If you're considering wandering around outside the safety of the town, you'd best be cautious. Marauders are about. Though if you are planning on venturing outside, one of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. So you'll consider it? I do appreciate you hearing me out, and, your discretion. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Alright, you get a few side quests. I like the music in this game too.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one. Machine. Spurgeon's most. How much money do I have? It's 75. Okay, yeah, my keyboard's bugging out now.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Dobson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small, Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. I am asking you to help us survive. Edgewater needs more workers or we will collapse. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, why not?
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Anyways. Securing capacity at max patrol. Cool.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Here? Oh. What's your name? Your body. Wait, what are...
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Let's talk when you're free.
Free.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Books are for rich folk. I wonder what he wants with something like that.
Quest, companion quest. What's this? Barbershop. There's a lot of detail to the combat in this. A lot of upgrades and perks that you can get. I want to know if there's any consequence for like stealing stuff. I don't see anything. Do it. I don't see anything that talks about stealing, so.
Are these?
Sure.
Oh. Give commands. I don't know what these commands are though. I don't know what X is. Wait, let's try to find the barbershop.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got in.
Just between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of night.
You're kidding me. Damn. Always thought he was made of sterner stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plagued? Ah, shit. I had some of the soul too.
No sword. Cantina. What is this?
This is where the magic happens. Well, science. But it still happens. Hey, that's... I mean, if you need it, okay.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
There's a barbershop. Yeah.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers! No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged.
What's in the cannery? Yo, birdie.
Yes,
Yeah,
Mr.
Phyllis.
Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. I've never been healthier.
Almost lost a finger in the cannery today.
At least you got your health.
Yeah, my keyboard's hella bugging out. I really wish I wouldn't do this, because I like this keyboard, but... Isn't that I can play games like this? Where's Phyllis? You're not Phyllis. Can I ask you?
Gotta keep our heads up.
It was the cannery, right? Yeah. Oh. This is it.
Move along.
Here
You
go.
the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you. Shit. Silas still on about that? Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable. Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see.
That's
so
what that means?
I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
Ah.
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Well, I guess. Alright. I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here. I need to